name is Ifeyinwa Ighodalo. I'm an interior designer, but primarily a furniture manufacturer. I would define my style as classic elegance with a touch of drama. God had a purpose for me, and I was lucky to realize part of His purpose for me from a very young age, and that's what has brought me this far. He's responsible for everything in my life. We say it over and over again, the choice of your spouse is extremely important to your direction in life, your career. My husband has been, I tease him, I say he's the wind beneath my wings. So he continuously drives me, he encourages me, he's extremely supportive. Young women come up to me and they're, oh, like Mrs. Ighodalo, I'm so glad to meet you. And they are inspired by my work. They are inspired by me, at the risk of sounding. And that for me is a great inspiration. My dream was to manufacture and put together furniture that could take you from the boardroom to the sitting room to the bedroom effortlessly. I followed that dream, and working with my passionate and dedicated team, the sales team, the projects team, the marketing team, and the logistics, manufacturing, and operations team, I built this, all of this. This is my DO.II. What's yours?
This desk is where I strategize and plan weekly for my shows and work on future ideas and projects. I am Ebuka, and this is my DO.II. What's yours?
Black Friday and start your DO.II journey.
day she resumes work with a new energy, determination, and passion to transform spaces. Ifeyinwa Ighodalo is proof that gender is no barrier to anyone's success in life. With a love for beautifying spaces, adding taste and glam to offices and homes, she successfully turned her passion into a business that has brought beauty, elegance, and color to many.
While I was in the university, I found that I enjoyed turning my room around. I'd been doing it at home, but I hadn't really focused on it. But when I got into university, I kept every semester, every term, I'd move stuff around, bring in new things, mostly soft furnishings. Because the bed, you have your standard bed which you're given by the university. I would paint, we would paint the walls, bring in different color cushions and things like that. And then I had my friends asking me to do the same thing for them. So basically, as we would say in today's language, to style their rooms for them. And then I found that that was actually what I enjoyed, a lot more than the accounting that I was studying.
The mood of everyone working here is warm, friendly, and it matches the ambience and persona of Ife. She believes that having and imbibing the right values are a determining factor for excellence and success in life. Her values have made her stand out.
I hold family very, very dear. In the business, we are one family. We care for each other. Like all families, we fight. We don't always agree, but I'd like to believe that we make up. So family is extremely important to me. In my business, integrity, people come into the office or they call in. We ask for a deposit. They see this and they know that when they pay, this is what they're going to get. We don't take money and then deliver substandard or we don't do the wrong thing. The client is king.
For a woman this full of life, energy, and so much love to give, she has had her own fair share of challenges.
The one that would stand out the most was the 6 years I waited to have my daughter. And during that period, you know how it is, like they say, hindsight is 20/20 vision, but when you can't see the future. So at that time, up until I actually held her in my arms, I didn't know if I was ever going to have a child. I could see and I saw the transformation in me from the minute before I was pregnant, and when I came back to Nigeria with her, I was a totally different person. So I didn't actually realize how difficult the wait had been, but we thank God.
She's a hands-on person and is actively involved in planning and beautifying the spaces of her clients. Despite her accolades, awards, and accomplishments, her sight is still set on greater things, and her success story is far from over.
I have always had a keen eye for beauty, a flair for creativity, and a long-standing passion for beautifully designed spaces. This is what initially led me down the path of interior design. I started my journey by co-founding Design Options, a pioneer furniture manufacturing and interior design company. And over the next 25 years, that company and its vision grew to tremendous heights. In 2012, we rebranded and birthed what you all know and identify today as DO.II Designs. Situated on the high street of Victoria Island in Lagos, you will experience 4 spacious floors of over 1,300 square meters, filled with delightful furniture and accessories of unique design. That is DO.II, the only one-stop shop for all your interior needs and the first of its kind in Lagos. At DO.II Designs, our focus on interior design and beautifully manufactured furniture drives the company's mission of transforming lives by beautifying the spaces in which people can live and work better, while supporting and promoting the Made in Nigeria vision. We have always placed great value on ethics, integrity, and caring, and this is backed by a strong culture and a great passion for creativity. Our clients' imagination is at the core of our design concepts, and our greatest joy is in transforming that imagination to reality. Now, as CEO of DO.II Designs, and with the help of my amazing and dedicated team, our vision continues to grow, and part of our long-term goal is dominance of the Nigerian interior design and furniture manufacturing space. The company's 10-year expansion plan includes, but isn't limited to, the opening of our ultra-modern factory and outlet, creating more job opportunities, establishing a network of DO.II franchises, and expansion beyond the Nigerian shores. A key factor in our expansion plans remains affordability. We must remain approachable. As it stands, DO.II Designs is the only Nigerian-owned interior design and furniture manufacturing company offering luxury services and furniture at affordable prices. Our strategy is to scale from a single location business to a globally recognized multinational brand rooted in West Africa. Our transformation consists of the implementation of more efficient methods of operation and well thought out strategies which will allow for the expansion of the company through franchises. To enable this shift, we will leverage our expansion on a large variety of products and services using creativity, technical expertise, product refinement, and mass production. With this, we hope to build a robust distribution network and cultivate strong customer relationships through various engagement platforms. In order to maintain our market leadership and customer loyalty, we plan to put in place and effectively implement a strong corporate governance structure, establish initiatives that support the local communities, provide job opportunities across the regions in which we operate by recruiting locally and further developing strong teams with full capabilities to execute our goals. I look forward to the start of this transformation journey, which began with the opening of our flagship store at 642D Adesola Street, Victoria Island, Lagos. My name is Ifeyinwa Ighodalo, and I'm the founder of DO.II Designs.
Welcome, Ife.
Looking so lovely.
Thank you. Good morning. We're color coordinated.
Yes, we are today. Yes.
Good morning. And it's Ifeyinwa.
Oh,
Ifeyinwa Ighodalo.
Okay. Apologies.
Where do I sit?
Oh, please just take a seat.
Okay, right here?
Get comfortable. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Thank you.
Oh,
I love pillows.
So you're welcome to
Thank you.
Welcome to our
Wake
set.
Up Nigeria.
Beautiful set.
I was
you like
gonna
it?
ask.
Yeah, because
Beautiful. Next time you have to get me to do it.
Okay, next time. No,
We're curious to know
When
what you would
make
think about it.
changes, it's really nice.
What would you change, though? There must be something.
Right now, nothing.
Really?
Nothing.
High praise. That is high
Nothing.
praise
I like
right
the
now.
sectional, the kitchen. Very nice. Are we going to get to taste some of that?
Oh,
Well,
yes.
yes.
Very fake.
What was it the chef called it? He called it sweet potato frittata.
Oh my God, my favorite.
Oh.
Nice, nice.
Oh, wow. Okay, so small spaces.
Okay.
Small spaces. Not a lot of people know what to do with a small space.
Okay.
And as making it part of, some of the things you've been recognized for in your business, how did you feel about that? Because I know some people will be like, are you sure you can do this? Are you sure? Did you always have confidence in this?
In small spaces
Yes.
or in my line?
Yes, in your line.
In my line, my confidence sort of grew.
Okay.
I didn't realize I had this gift. It's a talent. Okay. I mean, you can learn. I learned a lot at work, on the job, as it were.
Okay.
But I discovered my talent when I was actually in university studying accountancy.
Wow.
So I'm mathematically inclined. I have a mathematical brain, I tell my people. So it was a really small space, my room in the university, and I kept turning it around, either by changing the colors of the walls, changing the accessories, because it was quite limited. So yes, and once I did it for myself. But having done that, my friends kept coming in and saying, oh, can you help me? Now we say style my space. But can you do the same thing in my room for me?
Honestly.
And, you know, I kept doing it and they liked it, and the rest is history.
Amazing.
Yeah, so I want to ask about furniture manufacturing, because that it says that's an emerging area in Nigeria.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
you know, it's an industry that's been built up. But what are the challenges that you would say are presently existing in the industry? I know that there are many.
There are many.
And hopefully
there are many.
things are changing.
The truth of the matter is, it's not generic to furniture manufacturing. So when I talk about furniture manufacturing, I'm talking about almost every other business in Nigeria. Our greatest challenge, it's a tie between power, because both are costly. Power, providing power for ourselves, and human resources.
Right.
Okay.
Initially, every business owner, the first thing once you ask them, what's your greatest challenge? Everybody just says power. But human resources is actually quite a challenge. To find the right, it's not so much the qualification, as I would put it, the certificate, it's the attitude, the orientation.
Yeah,
I
the
find a lot
willingness
of
to
people
learn
don't
and
want to
open up.
work, because even if you don't have the right qualification, you can learn on the job.
Of course.
Like I just said. So I'd say those are the two greatest challenges we have.
All right.
It would be nice to get a lot of government support behind us. There can be policies that will actually enhance the industry and give us, it's a global market now, but there are some advantages that other countries, their governments have put in place some policies that have encouraged the growth of the indigenous industries. So that also would help a lot.
Okay, so I can see you're wearing quite a bit of pink, right? Do I take it that that's your favorite color?
Absolutely. Amazingly,
Really?
I usually don't wear pink.
Okay.
My color that I have on
Yes.
is orange.
Orange, you love
The
orange?
pink is, for me, is just the accent. It appears that I have a lot
Yes,
of pink. I
it
know.
does.
My two favorite colors are three: orange, green, and yellow.
Oh, amazing.
So-
So do I take it that when you're making your designs or putting things on paper, you incorporate some of those colors once in a while?
Once in a while as accent colors, but in
Okay.
design, actually, I work more because I'm designing for the client, not just
Okay.
for myself.
Okay.
And like they say, you know, they say orange is the new black, white is the new white.
Okay,
We've gone
okay.
from phases where it was mostly golds many years ago. Then we went into right now we're in gray and white. Then we went into beiges, neutral tones, which still always work as a palette. But right now white is king.
White.
So white, yes, white.
The
white
white
walls,
space.
white.
White,
If you look around you,
okay.
you'll notice there's a lot of white.
It
But,
feels very modern when you have white.
Yeah, it
Exactly.
does. But I mean, when you're thinking
clean.
about the way Nigeria is, and
Yeah.
you know, when you live in like dusty areas and
Yeah.
stuff like that, would you advise? Because I mean,
Yes.
one of the things that I know you would do
Yeah.
as a specialist in this area is also provide direction and advice, even
Oh,
for
we do.
people who
We do that too.
maybe they're not able to afford some of your furniture and
Yes.
stuff. You can tell them, okay, why don't you do it like this?
Yes,
and,
we do.
You know,
We do.
So, what would you advise for probably even low-income earners?
Okay. I'm going to take
yeah.
the question in two parts.
Yeah.
Okay.
I heard those who can't really afford us.
Yeah.
We're developing a line of more affordable furniture, and we're working with some of the banks to provide like a finance sort of an arrangement such that you can pay over time.
Right.
So I would like more and more people to be able to afford us. But
Okay.
for what you said, how would we advise
Low-income
about
earners.
low-income earners, about colors or about
About colors and about furniture
Options.
choices and options.
My advice is, you see, the truth of the matter is you have to use furniture. You can't sit on the floor, God willing, and you can't, you need a mattress at least or a bed to lie on. Color-wise, I would go for a shade. We have colors we call white with a hint of, so
Okay.
white with a hint of green, white with a hint of, white with a hint of beigey, brown, would work. But the truth of the matter is the white is usually on your walls.
Okay.
For your furniture, like you've done here, we can have a white top, or we can flip it around. We could have a black top with a white base. So the dirt tends to stick this way.
Right.
True.
For your fabrics,
Yeah.
I hardly use white fabrics, except the client asks for it.
Yeah.
We would use a wipeable material, so that even if there are spills or stains like biro stains, you can just wipe them off.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Amazing.
So that would be my advice.
I feel like this is something you fell in love with because it was a hobby. Is this your hobby? And if not, what are your hobbies?
Yeah.
I wish it was a hobby. It's
Okay.
actually my main line of business. I enjoy it. I'm passionate about it. So it feels like a hobby.
Okay.
And my hobbies, let me answer. My hobbies are exercising. I love
Really?
exercising.
Did you see our workout session this morning?
Oh,
With
I'm
MM?
sorry I
Oh.
missed that.
Oh, okay.
I'll go back and watch that.
Okay.
So I love exercising, traveling. I love reading books, but I find that unfortunately with the amount of emails I have to deal with,
wow.
Yeah.
I really don't feel like reading much when I'm relaxing. So I watch movies. When I
what
say
movies?
movies, I watch. It could be movies, it could be documentaries,
like
it
series
could be
and
comedy,
things,
series,
okay.
exactly. I love
Okay,
series,
okay.
yes.
Oh, wow.
All right, so
Seriously.
I'm thinking you're very comfortable with what you do. So for
Yes,
those,
I am.
it feels like a lot of people are edging away from that 9-to-5 blue collar kind of job into things they enjoy.
Yes.
So for someone that's probably still, in quotes, stuck in that kind of line of work, what would you advise them?
Okay, again, I'm going to take this in two parts. We have a lot of young entrepreneurs coming up. My daughter, who's still in university, happens to be one of them. She makes wigs, and I have her lashes on.
Oh, wow.
She actually
Amazing.
markets lashes, her
We-
own line.
We have to talk about that after. the
Yes,
show.
okay, we will. So, but my advice is the same advice my father gave me. Before you actually launch into a business of your own, you need to learn about business, and you need to learn about structure. So the best way is to work in a structured organization. My advice to young entrepreneurs, if you're working for someone and you're thinking you're going to go out and do your own thing, give everything you have to the organization where you are.
Okay.
You will learn, you will benefit, and they will appreciate you. When you go out in business, you need a network. So if you've worked well, like I've in my almost 30 years of interiors, I have trained so many people. A few of them have gone out to start their own businesses. Those who have worked well with me, we still collaborate, so that you have that advantage. If you're at a crossroads and you have served a good an organization well, in the process you would have met a lot of people. So yes, you can go out and start your own business, but you need a mentor. You're going to need financing. You're going to need so many things. So my advice is, wherever you are, as they say, if you're the carpenter, be the best carpenter you can be. Do well where you are, and then when you finally take that leap, someone might even actually hold your hand and guide you through that process. But you have to do well where you are today.
I have to say thank you so much.
This has been so inspiring, what you're doing. In fact, anyone who's a pioneer or a trailblazer in any industry in Nigeria has to be admired because of the kind of effort that it requires, and the business terrain and all of that.
Did you hear her
really
say 30 years? I was like, wait.
I was hoping you'd miss that.
Are you sure you said 30 years or 13?
I'm so sure. I am so
You
sure.
look amazing.
Thank you
I
so
hope
much.
I look this good at your.
I'm sure you'll look better.
Are you sure about that?
So we'll be consulting with you when we want to change things around in my house.
Yes, please.
Oh, okay.
I'm
yes.
sure-
Acted on the set, but the set is beautiful. You've done very well.
Thank you.
Wow. Thank you so much.